So, hello, internet friends. You know, I think I've come to a bit of a conclusion. It's not a foregone conclusion, but it is a conclusion, nevertheless. A conclusion in my brain, and so it's my brain, and you can just infer from there. But no, the conclusion that I've come to is that we are witnessing a shift, and that this country is in for massive change. And in no small part, we have Trump to thank for it. Because before this guy, before 45 and subsequently 47, we never really, or I never really, paid all that much attention to everything that happened in Washington. And I never paid attention to the amount of money that gets spent on campaigns and who was spending it. And it was never so in our faces, the corruption. And so when I say we have in large part Trump to thank for this, it's because he is the one that put the spotlight on it because of his grifting, because of him becoming $2.2 billion richer. It's because of the amount of money that gets spent on paying for foreign wars. Mike Flood, who is a representative from Nebraska, a state that's in the middle of this country, recently had a town hall. Well, I don't know how recent it was, but he had a town hall. And just your Joe average workaday guy comes up to the mic, asks a question about Medicare for all and why we can't have universal health care. And Flood's point blank answer was, we can't afford it. Really? We can't afford it. We can spend trillions of dollars on foreign wars. $1 billion a day is what is actually what the price tag is in this war in Iran. $1 billion a day. We can give tax cuts to multinational corporations, multi-billion-dollar multinational corporations, and we can give tax cuts to billionaires. So yeah, you got to rob Peter to pay Paul. So in other words, the money that is being lost from the tax cuts to those people and entities is being diverted from everywhere else. It's being diverted from SNAP benefits. It's being diverted from Medicaid, Medicare, infrastructure. So the fact that we can't afford it, well, that's just horseshit. Okay? We can give tax breaks to gazillionaires, but we can't have universal health care? Really? You know, in this country right now, this country that we are living in, we have senior citizens that have to ration their insulin. Obama had gotten it capped at $35 a month. Okay. Trump undid that. So senior citizens are having to ration their medicine. People with, young children, and there is such thing as junior diabetes, I think it's called, have to ration their medicine too. Imagine that. Having to, oh my God, make these kinds of choices. Do I pay rent or do I buy my medicine? Really? Do I keep my heat on or do I pay rent? Do I put gas in my car or do I buy medicine? So, yeah, we are, I think, witnessing a shift in this country because that's what got Trump in the first time. People wanted something different, and he ran as this outsider, okay, going to drain the swamp. Well, he just became the swamp. He's made it swampier than ever. But people still want something different. People want to see real change in this country. And here's the other thing, we have internet, cell phones. Information is right there at our fingertips. People can Google what life is like in other countries, like Italy and Norway, Sweden, Switzerland. And those people that live in those countries, they have what we Gen X people have coined the phrase work life balance. Okay. They have it. They have universal health care. They have vacation time, sick leave, maternity leave, parental leave. They have these things. They don't have the gun violence. They don't have a statistic of 40% of people killed are killed with a firearm. But we are witnessing a shift. Democratic Socialists are winning their primaries. Incumbents are losing their primaries. That's the power of the vote. That's the power that we have as American citizens and registered voters. We can vote these people out. We're the ones that can demand the change. You're not going to do what you said you were going to do, the things that we voted for you to do. If you're not going to do those things, then you're not going to have your job for very long. Excuse me again. And so, yeah, that's what I think. And from all other reports, the MAGA movement is dying. It's dying because they're seeing, especially your MAGA voters, they're seeing how rigged the system is. It's rigged against us. And the gazillionaires are the ones doing the rigging because they're the ones that can buy the elections. Now, we have or had Abdul El Sayed. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. But he won his primary against an established Democrat or establishment Democrat. And she had the money behind her. It was like $60 million spent on that campaign to keep Abdul El Sayed from winning. He still won. It was a close race, but he still won. So money isn't necessarily the end all be all, but it is the root of all evil when it comes to our politics today. So, those are my opinions, my ideas, my rant. And if you would be so kind as to hit that like button, subscribe, um, share, comment, pop a blue heart in the comments, that would be awesome. I would appreciate it so very, very much. But my internet friends, I'm going to end this video here. And so until next time, please, all of my internet friends, take care of yourselves wherever you are.